part of the reason for doing the tour was I was afraid of speaking. And I'd done a lot of speaking, but it was always just like, you speak and then you're scared, and then I come back home and then I'm fine. And then I wanted to get rid of this fear of speaking. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to go and do 23 cities, and every 4 days speak again. Every 3-4 days, like a new city, do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again, get my reps in. And that became the starting point. So every 4th day, basically, I was in a new city speaking. Every 4th day, we also had to travel. We still had to work. And I wanted to spend some time with Nina. It was me, Nina, and my cameraman, Danny, for 90 days together. Hotel hopping, Airbnb hopping. It was a pretty chaotic but fun ride. So we planned them out where we drove from Toronto, Canada, ultimately to San Diego, California, and back. So it was a cross country. You know, imagine New York to San Diego and back, and all the like different stops along the way. One day would be travel, and that might be a full day, or it might be half day, depending on how far we're going between cities. I would try to take calls or do interviews. People were super curious about the tour, so I would do interviews while we were driving. I would do IG lives while we were driving. Some of them we cut out on because we end up driving through mountains and we lose the signal, and we apologize and get back to them and figure stuff out. We'd get to the city. We'd have to figure out our hotel, Airbnb. The next day would usually be prepping for my event and doing any other work, because we also had like my YouTube channel, everything else, like a real work that we had to get done. The next day would usually be like the event itself. And then we'd spend some time going to the city. And I don't care about cities, but this is, again, another, like, how do you balance the relationship? My wife, Nina, loves exploring cities, loves trying new food. I care zero about the city, and definitely, like, food is a waste of time from talking to people and connecting, right? Like, if I hit a city, before I met Nina, I'd go to McDonald's, whatever the fastest thing is. It's just sustenance, and then like get back out and help people. Where the whole concept of even planning a trip around food was ridiculous to me at the time. So we had to make some adjustments there. And so we had a day to go and see the tourist attractions and go try some local food, and then pack up and do it again the next day.
That's awesome. I'm a food person as well. So like when I go into a new city, I definitely want to have the best restaurant. When we travel for soccer, a lot of times we'll bring another kid with us, and they're always amazed. They're like, Mr. Danner, why do you always go to these nice restaurants that have these like elaborate menus? Why don't you stop at Chick-fil-A? And I said, because you have to find moments. For me, these are moments of peace and relaxation and recharge. And I really enjoy tasting the foods of different cities. So I've never been a stop at McDonald's kind of guy, but my wife is more, again, like she's not a McDonald's eater by any means, but like she does not live to eat. She eats to live. Like it's just a process for her. It's a part of so it's fun to think about when you walk through those moments and places like that.
The trips are very different, whether I'm going by myself somewhere or with Nina. So we've got an upcoming Genius Network meeting. I'll fly down by myself. If I'm going to an event, speaking or just attending by myself, I'm just basically all day there. Even if it's a new city, I don't care about the tourist attractions. I don't care about the food. I don't care what, I'm just there. If it's a big event, I'm just basically in the hotel lobby for 4 days. And my favorite thing to do is help people in the hallway. So I try to speak on day one because I'm introverted and never go up and talk to people, but speak on day one so that then people will come to me and ask me questions in the lobby. And that's how I'll just spend the entire day. Forget to eat, forget to go to the bathroom, forget to drink, like run a fever. I don't even notice, and just keep going. With Nina, it's much more, okay, we're going to go see the city. We're going to go for walks. We're going to try some food. I got to see what tourist attractions there are. So yeah, we have to adjust. I'm fine with both. We just got to adjust the schedule depending on who's going.
Yeah, that's great. And I've had those conversations with you in the hallway. So I'm grateful for those types of conversations. And I think it's something that really adds value. It also shows how hard you work. So you work extremely hard, but you love what you're doing so much that it doesn't really feel like work. Is that kind of the mentality? Is that's how you forget to do the things that are mundane, like eating?
Yeah, no, no, that's it. Like we've had to build in defense mechanisms against myself, where if Nina is not joining me, she sends somebody in my community or on my team with me to protect me from myself, because I will be up until 3 in the morning talking to people in the lobby and not know that I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Like forget dinner, breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it's already 3 in the morning. Like we've gone through the whole day and just don't even think about it. So now somebody has to be with me to say, okay, Evan's got to go to bed. We'll see you tomorrow. He's got, because I just want to be there. It's just so much fun. Time just disappears. Uh, and in a 1 or 2 day spurt, it's not the end of the world. It's on those longer events, like 3 or 4 days, where I'm waking up at 7, going to the hotel lobby, and I stay there till 3 in the morning. That's when it becomes, unhealthy and not sustainable. So I need someone to, if it's Nina, she'll pull me in. Otherwise, shout out to guys like Zan and Drew who pulled me aside at times. It's okay. Everyone's got to go to bed.
Pull back, yeah. I think it's funny. I've always felt like I'm a sprinter, and so I run sprints, but as long as I breathe, I can do the endurance runs, but I have to almost sprint and pause. And it's otherwise, if I just sprint, because I will, if I love what I'm doing, I'll sprint and I'll sprint so far that I'll break.
Yeah.
And over time, I think these little red flags that pop up, or even friends or disciplines come in and really help us be the best version of ourselves, is what you're describing.